soldiers in Yemen's port of Aden are affiliated with the Southern Transitional Council, or STC. It's a separatist group that, with the backing of the United Arab Emirates, seized swaths of territory last year from a coalition supported by Saudi Arabia. But where last year they fought against a Saudi-backed faction, now the STC too are on the Saudi payroll. After pushing Abu Dhabi out of Yemen in December, Riyadh holds more direct control over its neighbor than at any time in the decade-long civil war. The kingdom now aims to consolidate UAE-backed Southern Transitional Council forces into a unified military structure headed by a Saudi general and linked to Yemen's internationally recognized government. The Saudi and Yemeni governments did not respond to Reuters' questions. A UAE official said the UAE was no longer involved in Yemen in any way. Muammar al-Eryani is the information minister for Yemen's Saudi-backed coalition government.
Today, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has cooperated with us and expressed its readiness to pay all salaries in full so that the forces can be recognised, brought under state authority and receive their orders from the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces.
But that change comes at a steep price for the Saudis, who will now pay all sides to sit back and cooperate. Faria al-Muslimi is a research fellow at Chatham House.
The new cost is first financial. It is not limited to the financial burdens of rebuilding Yemen, but it also includes direct obligations such as paying the salaries of military personnel and civilians, among other things.
4 Yemeni officials and 2 Western officials say Saudi Arabia is committing nearly $3 billion to pay the salaries for Yemeni forces and civil servants. The UAE used to cover roughly $1 billion of that. 2 sources said Riyadh's spending this year could exceed $4 billion. That includes $500 million for development and infrastructure projects and oil derivatives to fire power plants. It's a cash commitment that comes just as the kingdom is trying to manage a budget crunch. Sustained low oil prices and an overcommitment to massive gigaprojects under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's economic transformation plans have forced belt-tightening in Saudi Arabia. Bringing the STC into the tent came about through both carrots and sticks. Separatist leaders were invited, some say summoned, to Riyadh in the middle of January. 3 sources familiar with events said after arriving, they had their phones confiscated and were driven to an unknown location. Many feared the worst during 2 days held incommunicado under interrogation by Saudi officers. But Saudi then went on the charm offensive, putting them up in 5-star hotels. It also put tens of thousands of Yemeni fighters defeated in the Saudi-led offensive on the Saudi payroll. A Western official following Yemen said Riyadh was, quote, now buying loyalty and stability, but everyone is wondering whether they will sustain it. Some in Yemen welcomed Saudi intervention, hoping it will bring stability. But in an impoverished country racked by war, many are still more likely to sign up as soldiers for a decent salary. Mohammed al-Akbari is a teacher in Mukalla. He says his students don't want to pursue education. They want to join the military and earn 20 times what a teacher makes.